we have with us another one of our convention sponsors. This is the LVS Tech Low Vision Shop. Our presenters are Barry Assman. I think, forgive me if I don't pronounce names right, and especially Diane. I think it's Ducharme or something like that.
Close enough.
Did I get that right?
Close enough. Close enough.
Okay, close. Anyway, we're happy to welcome you guys here. This is going to be an in-depth exploration of the Low Vision Shop's quest for providing exclusive outside of the box items that will reshape the future of living with a sight impairment. So with that, without further ado, because of the limited time, I'm going to turn that right over to you, Barry.
Thank you so much, Stuart. It's great to be here, and I want to just first by start off introduce myself. My name is Barry Assman. I am one of the founding partners of the Low Vision Shop, and I am here today with my colleague
Diane Ducharme.
And it's a pleasure to be here. I want to first also thank you, Stuart, to Donald Overton and the entire team at the BVA for putting together this virtual event. Of course, we would love to be together face to face, and we look forward to hopefully being together next year in person. So thank you for all your efforts to make this a successful virtual event. I also wanted to start off and thank all the veterans for their service and their continued support for our devices. And I would also like to thank the various VA medical centers throughout the country for their continued support. We're here and we remain committed to providing the VA with the highest level of care and providing the VA and its vets, the veterans, with the latest and greatest when it comes to devices for the sight loss community. I just want to give I know we're very short on time, but I want to give a quick background because for myself, I didn't just wake up one morning and decide that, hey, I want to get involved with the sight loss community. It goes back to a little over 7 years ago when I had the opportunity to join a low vision practice that was founded by my father. And from there, that was my entry point, and it's been, an incredible journey since then. So I was fortunate to get a taste of technology early on, and technology is moving at a very fast pace today across all spectrums. And for us, we are heavily focused on new technology, finding the latest and greatest, developing the latest and greatest. Could be high tech, it could be low tech, and bringing those devices and products to the marketplace that will ultimately benefit individuals with sight loss. That is our number one goal, is how do we bring new devices, new products to the sight loss community that will provide greater independence and be able to make life better for all. So what we're going to do is now we're going to go through, we've pulled a handful of devices and products, and we are going to go through them and share them with you. It's possible that you may have already heard of some of them, and we will go from there. So the first device that we're going to, device or product, if you want to call it, is going to be the OmniSense Mobility Cane Tip. I've given Diane one. She is holding up, now she is holding up the hook tip version, and I am holding up the slip-on version. Okay, so the OmniSense, we brought the OmniSense cane tip to the North American market earlier this year, and again, I just want to say thank you to all those Veterans Affairs facilities who are stocking them and who are dispensing them, and all the veterans out there who are using them. We've seen tremendous success across the board. And for those of you who are not already familiar with the OmniSense, it is quite unique. And I'm going to let Diane, I'm going to hand over the mic to Diane here and let her share a few words as far as what she enjoys and what she likes as far as the OmniSense mobility cane tip.
Okay, thank you. And before I do that, I also want to thank all the veterans for their service. My dad was a paratrooper out of Fort Campbell, so go Army. Okay, so the OmniSense cane tip it's not like anything you've ever seen before. It actually has 4 wheels, and they're very smooth. It's almost like roller skating wheels in a sense, but these go forward, backwards, and left to right. So it gives you a very smooth glide on whatever surface you are traveling on. one cool thing also about the OmniSense is that the wheels can come off of the axle and you can actually put them in the dishwasher for in case you run into mud and soot and everything else that's out there. So yeah, the OmniSense cane tip, it comes with a little kickstand so your cane won't fall down if you place it up against the wall. And the best thing about the OmniSense is when you're traveling and gives you this nice smooth glide, you're not doing the old gut punch when you come across a crack in the sidewalk. So I love the OmniSense. I think it's a great product.
Yeah, we've received, again, just a tremendous amount of positive feedback. Individuals are using it for various different day-to-day functions. So we've heard some great feedback as far as people, who like to walk at a much faster pace. This is giving them that ability to do so. And so again, we're very proud to be the North American distributor for the OmniSense. It's again, it's quite popular, and there are many vets out there who are currently using it. So thank you very much. And it comes, I just want to say that it comes in two versions. We have the slip-on and we have the hook tip. Both of these are compatible with other, if you want to call it leading or other mobility canes that are out there. It's just very simple. Either they slip on or they connect with the hook tip. So great devices. Want to move on to next to tactile phones. Okay, we are fortunate to bring to you the lineup of Blind Shell Classic cell phones. For those of you who may not be familiar with the line, I'm going to give just a quick overview of the line. There are currently 3 versions of the phone. We have the silver one, which is the Blind Shell Classic Lite. We have this red one that I'm holding up. This is the regular Blind Shell Classic. And then, I hope I don't get in trouble because I'm sharing with everyone here for the first time, the brand new Blind Shell Classic 2, which is yet to be released. This is going to be released September 13th. This is a brand new phone. So, Diane, I'm going to hand it over to you to start us off and go through the various features from the Lite to the Classic and also into the new phone. I will hand over the mic to you and I will hold up as you talk.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I will start with the Blind Shell Classic, and the Blind Shell Classic has been out for a couple years, and it's 100% accessible. The buttons are all tactile, and it's menu driven. So there's no swiping, tapping, scrunching up your fingers in all different ways. It's all through the buttons, and it's left, right, up, down, and it'll take you through menus. You can make calls, you can do text, you can do emails. It's got a color identifier on there. You can get internet radio, you can get FM radio. Let's see. So it's a very good phone if you do not want to do the whole smartphone tapping, swiping, gesturing approach to making your phone calls. It also has the ability that you can add contacts. So if you want to say you have 5 people that you call all the time, you can have them listed as 1 through 5. Also has an SOS button on the back. The Blind Shell Classic Lite is basically the same hardware, but you can only receive calls, make calls, and do texting on there. You can't do email, you can't get on the internet, and it does, and there's no voice dictation. It will speak to you when you're pressing the numbers, but you can't hold down a button and say text Bob. So the new phone takes everything in the Blind Shell Classic and makes it better. We've added WhatsApp, we've added Facebook, we've added Messenger. It's an improved caller ID. It's got tag identifiers. So if you're familiar with like the pen friend or something like that, you can identify objects. It also has a beacon system, so you can find your cane, find your keys wherever you place your beacon. It's definitely a much more advanced phone, but still 100% accessible and 100% tactile.
Thank you, Diane. Yeah, and the new phone also, I just want to point out, has a much louder speakerphone, has greater volume capability. I happen to love the new feature when you take a picture of someone where it tells you that there is a actual face in the camera, so it's, you know where you're pointing. It's pretty cool. And again, it's been this phone is running on the Android platform. The Blind Shell Classic is running on the Android platform, so there are going to be more apps within the Blind Shell, community / store for people to easily download and be able to use a phone that's pretty powerful, it's pretty smart, but also very tactile. So it's a great phone, and we are excited to bring this to the market, launching on September 13th. So moving on from phones, as I mentioned earlier, we love technology, and we are, excuse me here a moment, I'm going to grab here a little device. We are going to talk about smart canes. We are going to talk about the WeWalk Smart Cane. Okay, so as we continue to grow our product offering, we continue to source new devices, new technology. I do want to say that we are fortunate to have the ability to work with technology startups from a very early stage. We are known as a go-to source within the sight loss community for startups to reach out to us in the early days when they are developing new devices. And we are fortunate to see, a lot as far as what's being developed today. So there's a lot of great stuff out there. But I want to talk about smart canes. So we have the WeWalk handle here, and I'm going to have Diane talk about more of the handle here in a second as far as the features. I do want, before I hand it over to Diane, I do want to say that it comes with an Ambutech mobility cane. It comes in 3 different sizes, and the mobility cane that it comes with already has a connector, if you want to call it, that is right over here. That's at the top of the cane that will connect with the WeWalk handle. So I'm going to hand it over to Diane, and she's going to go through all the features.
Okay, so on the WeWalk cane, it is a smart cane. It will speak to you. It has a built-in GPS function so that if you want directions while you're actually walking. So the WeWalk cane is a great cane to also be using Bluetooth headphones with, so that you can hear what's going on, because a lot of times it's noisy out in your environment. So with the WeWalk, you can say you want some coffee, but you're in an unfamiliar place, you don't know where to get some. You can actually ask your cane, where is the closest place to get coffee? And not only will it tell you where it is, it will give you then the step-by-step directions on how to get there. And the cane, the WeWalk also works with the WeWalk app, which you would install on your phone. It will also give you directions on transportation. When is my next bus coming? When is the next metro train coming? So it's a very technical cane. Again, you must have O&M training before you venture out with a WeWalk or any cane, because although it's smart, it's not that smart. So it needs you to power it. And also the WeWalk comes with object detection. So if there's a low-hanging branch, it'll detect that as well and let you know if there's something in front of you so that you could avoid it, go around it.
Thank you, Diane. Just in addition to that, the WeWalk app is 100% free. It's available for download in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So if you want to try out the app first, it's free. Everyone is welcome to download it. Just type in WeWalk. If you are using a smartphone, WeWalk, and you will be able to download it and start using some of those great benefits. One of the things that I happen to like is that if you're on a, let's say a light rail or a metro, it will send you the reminders as far as when your stop is, when that next stop is. So really, it is great stuff. Moving forward, we introduced a low-tech mobility guidance aid earlier, I should say late last year. And I want to point this out specifically because This particular mobility guidance aid, it's called the Ramble Tag, and it comes from Scotland. Didn't receive enough attention, or I should say the proper attention, during the pandemic, because as many of you know, we were all working from home, and we didn't really have an opportunity to get out as much as we would have liked to. So the Ramble Tag, which I am holding up right over here, and I'm going to let Diane talk about that as well. I have an original one right here for you. Diane is holding a red Ramble Tag, and I am holding a black Ramble Tag. Before I hand it over to Diane, I want to mention that the Ramble Tag comes in, there's 3 different types within the collection. We have the original, we have the Metro, which I'm holding, and we also have a Mini. The Mini is great for individuals who like to run with a sighted guide. So all of these devices, the Ramble Tag, are meant to be worn by a sighted guide, and for someone with sight loss to be able to hold on in various different circumstances. So Diane, I'm going to have you talk more about it.
Okay. So the Ramble Tag looks like a blood pressure cuff. It's that nylon material, and it's got Velcro, 2 straps, so it would go around a sighted person's arm, and the sight impaired person would hold on to it, and it's got a handle kind of like the kind of handle you would see on the top of a backpack. So it's a nice soft handle. And what I like about the Ramble Tag is you get a more natural way of guiding. It feels more natural, like you're not holding on to somebody's sleeve or their I always say, especially in the summer, you're not holding on to somebody's gross sweaty arm, and we've all been there. Or in the winter, you're not holding on to just a bunch of fluff of their parka jacket. So it gives you a more secure way of being guided, especially going up and down stairs. I really like the Ramble Tag for that, because you don't feel like the person is hesitating or whatever. It's just you go up the stairs and you go downstairs and you're just holding on. And it's a very, I keep saying this, but it's a very secure way of being guided through, especially crowds, because people will not tend to bust through you like they do sometimes if you're just holding on to somebody's arm. And I do believe that the Ramble Tag comes in camo.
It does come in camo, and I heard a rumor that you were recently in Sedona, Arizona. And what was that? I would love for you to share that experience while you were hiking, because I know that you were holding on to a Ramble Tag.
Yes. So I was in Sedona and going up a very high mountain, very steep mountain. And at first I thought we were going hiking. So I just thought, okay, we're going on this little hike, and pebble here, rock there, whatever. No. We were going over these huge boulders, and it was like, don't step to the left because there's a cactus, and don't step to the right because you're going to go off a cliff. So I was very glad to have my guide wearing the Ramble Tag, because I felt like I could do this. I felt very secure that I wasn't going to go anywhere. And technically, I mean, if something was going to happen, they were coming with me because I was holding on.
No, it's great. I saw some photos from that event, and it looked great. I'm glad that it worked out and really, gave you that extra level of confidence, especially when all the cacti there on the trail. I do want to point out that the Ramble Tag does come in multiple colors. It comes in red, black, orange, pink, camouflage, and blue. Additionally, it's called guide on right and guide on left. So guide on right would mean that the guide would wear it on their right arm. Guide on left means that the sighted guide would wear it on their left arm. So if Diane, you are a righty or lefty?
I'm a lefty, but I prefer to have my guide on the right. Got it.
So the guide for Diane, the guide was wearing it on the right, and she was holding on with her left hand. So
yeah, because then I can use my cane in my left hand too.
So yep, it's definitely great. Again, it's just real simple, low tech device that is providing extra benefits. Diane, I know you like to listen to music. I know you have voiceover activated on your phone, and it's a very important component. But at the same time, I know you like to be fairly private. and you don't like to always have everyone hearing what's going on. So we just introduced a new line of sunglasses that are Bluetooth, that have Bluetooth audio, Bluetooth enabled. I have the sunglasses here in my hand, and I'm going to let Diane give you, I'm going to hand over the mic to you, and I'm going to let you give your experience and share with everyone why you enjoy wearing Bluetooth audio sunglasses.
Okay. So I personally like the Bluetooth audio sunglasses because they don't obstruct your hearing. You could still hear what's coming through the microphones on the sunglasses, but you can still hear the outside world as well. And what's really cool about these is that you could either choose to have it coming through both ears or just one ear. And again, that's good for traveling. If you're out with your cane, but you still want to be rocking with your music, that's great. Now, it's also good for if you are working, say you are listening to Jaws. So you want to listen to Jaws in your one ear, but still be able to hear what's going on in your office in the other ear, then that's great. I've actually haven't seen Bluetooth sunglasses that allow you to do that, to switch the ears that you want to listen to it. Also, these sunglasses are great when using products like the WeWalk or Ira or Be My Eyes, or something where you want to be able to get the audio feedback, but you want to have your hands free.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out, that these sunglasses are extremely lightweight. They're fashionable. They come in multiple styles. They come as a plano with no prescription. And like Diane said, you can have the right side on, you can have the left side on, you can have both of them on, you can have one side off. Very, very flexible as far as what you can do with it. Now, I want to talk about just a little bit as far as wearable technology. We do a lot of work with the Orcam assistive technology, whether it's the Orcam MyEye, MyEye Smart, MyEye Pro. Also, we do a lot of work with the Orcam Read, which is the pen-like device that helps out individuals obviously with low vision and also who are completely blind, but also great for individuals who have who are dyslexic and need to hear, as far as audio, as far as text being read to them. So both incredible devices, very, very powerful. I'm sure everyone here has heard of Orcam. If not, go take a look at it. We are proud to do a lot of work with Orcam and be a primary distributor for the devices. Additionally, I want to point out that we also work very closely with eSight. I am holding now the eSight 4 glasses. These are the latest and greatest from eSight. These help individuals who have low vision, who have a level of remaining sight. It has up to 24x, very powerful magnification. It's very flexible, pretty versatile. The device can be used in pretty much all instances, except you cannot drive with these devices. I want to stress that we get many people that come in here to our showroom here in the Timonium, Maryland area who say they want to drive with these glasses. Absolutely not. But the nice thing is that you have a good mobility with these devices because you can walk around. You are not fully enclosed. So anyone who has a level of remaining sight, I encourage you to take a look at the eSight 4 glasses. Very powerful and quite popular within the sight loss community. I want to just also, there are a couple things that I want to say, that we have a variety of new devices that are in development. We are constantly and always at work trying to bring, the latest and greatest technology to the sight loss community. In addition, for us, it's not just about, products or devices. We are also fully committed to the sight loss community, and we provide a variety of programming, if you want to call it, some of it on a weekly basis and some once a month. So for example, we have every Wednesday at 4 p.m., we have Tea and Poetry with Dave Steele, better known as the Blind Poet from Manchester, United Kingdom. Dave has retinitis pigmentosa, and we have this incredible hour-long group that meets every Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, and Dave reads poetry, connects with the community, and allows individuals to interact. Additionally, we also have the Sight Loss Support Group of Baltimore and beyond. I say Baltimore and beyond because our support group has grown significantly beyond the Baltimore area we are based. This Sight Loss Support Group of Baltimore and beyond is hosted by none other than Diane Ducharme, who is a certified rehabilitation counselor. It meets the third Tuesday of every month, which is actually tomorrow is the third Tuesday of this month of August. It meets from 6:30 p.m. till 8 p.m. It's an incredible support group that allows individuals to speak freely. It's not recorded. There's only audio. There's no video. And it's a great, safe environment for everyone to feel comfortable. So you can get all this information on our website, as well as all of our products at thelowvisionshop.com, thelowvisionshop.com, where again, you can scroll down and find all the programming details. Additionally, all of our devices and products are listed on our website. We are a very easy company to work with. We work great with the various Veterans Affairs medical facilities throughout the country. If we're not already working with your facility, please send us over an email, info@thelowvisionshop.com, info@thelowvisionshop.com. Our company does go under LVS Tech, and our DBA is The Low Vision Shop. info@thelowvisionshop.com. We will get you set up immediately to become a vendor. Extremely easy to work with, provide great communication, and really appreciate the support from the VA. Additionally, if you want to call us, our number is 410-844-0010, 410-844-0010. Fax inquiries can be sent to 410-415-1691, 410-415-1691. And again, I just want to thank the entire VA community for the continued support. We look forward to continuing to serve and provide you with the latest and greatest and improving quality of life. So I don't know if we have questions here or not, but we're happy to go through. Our sunglasses, our Bluetooth audio sunglasses can be found online on our website. I'm just going through a question here. They can be found on our website. Our website is fully accessible. We take a lot of pride in the work that we do to bring the latest and greatest to the Sight Loss community, and also to be able to bring everyone together and to make sure that everyone is really giving it 100%. We feel that the devices that we bring to market really enable individuals. And again, as I said, our goal is to improve quality of life. So
yeah, Barry, it's Don Overton. Thank you so much for the presentation. There were some questions, but given time, what we've encouraged everyone to do is to forward those questions to us here at bva@bva.org. We'll forward to you. Just so everyone knows, Barry's right around the corner from us here at BVA National Headquarters. We've developed a very good relationship and a strong line of communication. So we can expedite and facilitate those, and we'll look forward to doing that. But Barry, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for the presentation. And we'll follow up with any of those specific questions and afford additional opportunities in the future. Barry and his team will come back in other sessions that we'll be offering moving throughout the year as part of our upcoming ambassador program and other options and opportunities. So this isn't your one and done shot to interact with Barry and his team. There'll be additional opportunities going forward. So thank you all so much.
thank you, Don. Good to see you. And again, thank you everyone for support. And we look forward to continuing with our participation with the BVA and the VA.
Thank you, sir.
Be well.
Be
God
well.
bless.